been busy as shit. God damn.
Yeah, because we came back from, what is it called?
Tennessee, Nashville.
Why did I keep wanting to say Charlottesville, but no, it was much more racist than Charlottesville. Was it Nashville? Mm-hmm. Why the fuck do I want to say another name? There's too many Villes. So we came back from Nashville. We were there for 4 days, and then you immediately left for Maine.
Yeah, pretty much. I came back and I worked for a few more days, and then to Maine I went. 4-wheeling trip with the father-in-law. It was tight. It was cold as shit. Like we were out one day. It was like 28 degrees in a 4-wheeler. Luckily, so he's got a UTV side by side. So luckily, there is he's got a windshield on his, a cover, and then like a back like plastic windshield kind of thing. Because he said even without that, the wind would just come in and blow on the back of his neck. But yeah, it was nice and cold. We got a couple videos with some snow. I'll insert here, or I'll send them to you rather, because you're editing this week.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I guess I'm editing this week. I'll insert here.
Hold on. Okay. Update for everybody. So we've been banking a few episodes. So we were always, every time we were recording, we were like 2 or 3 weeks ahead because we weren't sure anything could have happened at any point. And then we had the bachelor party, right? We were back. We were good to go for a Wednesday recording. Billy, unfortunately, had to go. Well, not unfortunately, had to go to fucking Maine, right? It was like, all right, let's not record this week. Let's do it when I get back. We'll do it Friday. Right. I'll edit. That's what you said. I didn't say anything. Okay. You said, I will edit. I was like, okay, fair. If you're sure, you can edit. Okay? With that turnaround time, have fun with that.
Yeah,
okay?
That's fair. Well, now...
Let's get the shit straight.
The convenient thing is you live right next to me now. How was that drive over here today?
Solid 3.5 minutes of fucking, great. Not a 45-minute slog after all driving all day and shit, dude. So it felt pretty great.
How's the place? Because I literally haven't talked to you because you got back. You were there. I'm assuming you drove all the way back here.
What? Oh yeah.
When you got back from Nashville.
Yeah, of course.
And then how is it? I haven't talked to you pretty much since you moved in.
We basically just teleported everything there. AKA Allison moved everything by herself. Yeah. With some help from my sister and my sister's boyfriend and stuff. I think Torian might have helped. I don't know. He might have flaked completely. I don't know. But yeah, everything, you still, you move into a place, there's blank walls and shit. I don't know why. I'm a broken record with that. Every time I see a blank wall, I'm just like, I'm frustrated by it immediately. Like, I'm pissed. So all I'm thinking is like, all right, what cool, stupid, dumb thing can I put on top of this? Like, I got, the pink flamingo tapestry going. I got the Don't Tread on Me flag going. We got some horror movie bullshits going. Now I'm just trying to figure out what else to put up there.
Tight couches and stuff. What'd you do for that?
Yeah, we're pretty much furnished. We want to get like one more couch. Why the fuck are we talking about this? We just came back from Nashville and Maine, and we're talking about my stupid apartment.
Hey, look, it's exciting because now you're 3 minutes away. So
that's the exciting part.
I could be sitting here editing and be like, yo, get your ass over here. And it's not even like, I'm not driving 45 minutes to your house. It's like, you could walk. You could just hop a couple fences and you'll be at my place.
Well, for me, I pulled what I like to call the conic. And I purposefully found a place with terrible signal. So I always have bad signal.
Oh, my God.
So I'll just not respond.
Wi-Fi.
And be
not worried about it.
No,
you got Wi-Fi.
No, what is... Yeah, I love how Chris never has an answer for that. When I'm like, just connect to your Wi-Fi. And he's like, oh.
Well, he is connected, too.
I don't get it. But then he's on Discord, like zero ping, zero latency at all. I'm like, all right, cool.
Fucking two consoles playing Destiny at one time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But the internet sucks.
But I feel like I can literally jump from my place to here. Like if I jump off the balcony, I'd probably be like halfway here. So
that's tight. I got to see it now that you live, 2 seconds away from me.
It's an apartment. It's fine.
Bonfires are going to be lit AF.
What? In my apartment?
No, in my backyard. But no, you don't have to go that far to come.
Okay, I was going to say there might be an issue there. When are we doing those? It's almost it's going to be November 1st here.
Soon.
Tomorrow?
I got to get some wood.
Tomorrow.
Can't do tomorrow.
Oh.
Halloween party tomorrow.
Fair enough.
And then other people are hitting us up for our business and shit like that. So,
For what?
Our business.
Oh, yeah. Our wannabe business. We'll talk about that when something actually transpires from it.
But no, so Nashville was fucking tight. I had never been. I'm assuming pretty much none of us have.
No, I don't think. Maybe. No, I don't think anybody had.
We had a great time. We were being fairly safe. It's now been 2 weeks, and I haven't heard of anybody texting saying, hey, I'm dying. So that's good.
Oh, Wilson died.
Oh, Wilson died.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
My bad.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Now everyone's good. It was awesome.
We saw titties without even going to a strip club.
That was tight. That came out of left fucking field.
I thought about that the other day. I was like, I can't believe that fucking happened. That was very weird. And then she was embarrassed the whole rest of the day because we saw her go by a couple times.
You kept saying that, but I don't even know why you said that. So their bus
would go by, and then you would see her just sitting there just like, like, I shouldn't have done that. Because she was all about it.
I was gonna say, I feel like
she did it, and then she sat the whole rest of the trip. Unless she just was like, I'm too drunk.
It was let's break it down. Yeah. We were coming outside. We were coming out from an arcade bar, which was tight. Really fun.
Yeah.
Played some NBA jams. I set a high score for the basketball game, the actual basketball game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, high score, baby.
I didn't want to pay the buck to play it. I really wanted to, but I didn't want to pay
That's probably the only reason I got the high scores, because
nobody else wants to pay
everything in there is free. They're like, why am I going to play $1 to shoot a real basketball in this hoop? And yeah, we came out of there. That was awesome. And then there's a bus. Dude, Nashville is insane when it comes to the bachelorette parties. My brother's wife told me, so I guess my sister-in-law told me, it's the #1 bachelorette capital, like, of the
destination?
Fucking United States or something. I didn't know what that meant until we get there. And the city isn't even that big, right? I didn't know that. It's a pretty small city, and downtown is just the place to go. It's just like one street, basically. And you're just seeing, if you just go into a restaurant or a bar and you sit there for like a half hour, you'll see a cavalcade of fucking bachelorette parties on these open buses and stuff. And they're all screaming, and there's music going, and the drivers are trying to like hype them up and stuff. And then we saw, as we're coming out of the arcade bar, one of these broad buses, lady buses things. Yeah. I think we're the only bachelor party that's ever been there, I'm pretty sure. And on one of these buses on the top, the girl, Adam, no one solicited this. There was maybe...
It wasn't like there were beads being thrown. It's not Louisiana.
We were on the edge.
Yeah, we're walking away.
We're walking away from the main strip. Right. This was like the last bar on the main strip. And then she just, out of nowhere, she gets really excited. She obviously isn't out in public too often, or isn't like she's not like in a situation where she has a lot of eyes on her. So she's just fucking, wagga, just lifted up the shirt, bro. And that was cool.
Yeah.
And then immediately I saw a hair of regret, like, pretty quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if her whole trip was ruined, as you somehow knew. Maybe you were like WhatsApping her or something.
I don't know what that means, but at least when the bus would go by, she did not look like she was any longer having a good time.
The tech guy, don't even know what WhatsApp is. But as we saw that, took 6 steps north, looked to the left, 2 kids. That was the best part.
Yeah. Because there was a whole lot of people at like an ATM there.
Oh, yeah.
That just parked, and it was families and
couple
shit.
Families.
Oh, my God.
That was the best. That's when I started laughing. I was like, hell yes, we did it. We saw the best thing we're going to see here.
We got ripped off on riding scooters, but I have no regrets on that. Dude, did you add it up?
Yeah.
This is like over $100.
I'm going to explain. I'm going to set the table one more time, dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bird scooters, fucking the best thing. We should have thought of this business model a million years ago. Yeah. Have them, I can get on a scooter. It's an electric scooter. I'm green, and I can get around. I can be mobile. I'm zipping past people. It's fairly dangerous because I wouldn't say all the sidewalks and streets are what I would call up to snuff of a city that probably makes a decent amount of money based on their tourism. A lot of cracks, a lot of crinkles, a lot of face planting moments. You felt it too, right?
Yeah.
When we're going down, it's a little hilly.
Well, even while you're driving, your face is vibrating so hard, it's actually kind of hard to see what the hell's in front of you.
Yeah, it was a lot. And there was a lot of moments where I was like zipping through people while going downhill. Maybe I've had a few to drink. Maybe not. And with the cracks, the people, the alcohol, the hill, there were a few moments where I'm like, I could crack my head open for sure. Yeah. But not just crack my head open. I would pay, basically you load up, let's say $5, right? You get the app, scan the bird. Do you want to put $5, $10, $20? I'll put $5. And then, it tracks how many miles you're going, right? So me and Bill are fucking whipping it, right? Just leaving these idiots in the dust like Tony, who refused to get the bird scooter.
Until the end.
No, I got it at the last second.
He did. And he's the reason we found out about what you're going to be saying soon.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
He only got it because we were on fire.
Oh, yeah. He was like, damn, that looks
I was
mad
jealous
fun, bro.
We were
6 mile an hour speed there.
We were the scooter fucks.
Dude, we were getting up to like 12 to 13 miles per hour on that damn scooter.
I'm pretty sure we officially named ourselves the scooter fucks.
Yeah.
thugged out. And if we saw, what was the other scooter that was like Bird? It was like Uber to Lyft.
Lime, and there was one more. So there was one that was Lime.
Three different kinds of scooters.
There was 3 different that I saw.
Different
There
apps.
might be more. Correct.
That's wild. I was going to say, we were going to start, if we saw another opposing member of a rival gang, we were going to start circling them.
Yep.
Like we were the Sharks and that one musical that I can't think of. What was it called?
Musical with Sharks.
Fuck. The Sharks versus the so-and-sos. Doesn't matter.
Tony, look it up.
Sharks, gang, some sort of Broadway thing. I don't remember. Fuck, I just went blank. I'll skip on this. Oh, yeah, so we load up $5. We're like, I wonder how far this will get us. Then we go a couple miles, I guess, presumably. Drop the birds off, get new birds. Drop the birds off, get new birds. We're like, man, this $5 goes a long way.
Yeah, it was 2 days.
And then, so how did Tony connect this? Because we didn't know we were getting fucked.
So Tony, instead of just, like us, like, $5, let's just scan. Oh, it's working. Let's ride. Tony starts reading the rest of the fucking app, unlike we did.
What an idiot.
We're trying because people are ahead of us. We're like, well, no, we'll catch up. Obviously, we're going to be fast as fuck. But Tony's like reading and shit. He's like,
it's so fast.
All right, so $5. It does this. Auto renew when $5 out. No, I don't want to do that. I was like, what do you mean?
Disable that?
Yes. I was like, what do you mean, like auto renew? And he's like, yeah, you just turn it off. I was like, oh my God. So that's when we went up to one of the last bars we were at for the weekend.
We were scooting for about 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah. And even one we walked, if you remember, we walked that mile to get our temperature checked.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And then on the way back, well, halfway through, you found one, and there was one right outside the temperature check that I grabbed, and I rode it back. I mean, that was a mile.
Yeah.
I mean, right there. Let alone going through the little town. So we're sitting up top this bar, and I'm like, hey, Niko, like, I think we've been getting charged more because that $5 was going forever. I was like, man. And what I noticed at one point, I was like, I think this app is giving us money. Like, I've got more than $5 left. Like, this is kind of insane. Like, instead, it was like, you have $1, and then it was like, you had $1.65. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe it just accidentally calculated over and then gave me the little bit back.
Wait.
And then I got to look, and
we're ripping the app off at this point.
Yeah.
It's giving us money.
It's a free ride at this point. So I got to looking, and there was charges of 15, 35, 5, 10.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then Bill goes and he's like, hey, you might want to check your bank account because we might be getting butt fucked on this one, dude.
Yeah.
And so I check my bank account. It's like $60 in. I'm like, oh, okay. That's not $5.
Oh, wow.
But hey, guess what, Tony? On retrospect, we were so fast.
Dude.
It didn't even matter.
The best $100 I spent the whole weekend.
I don't give a shit. Worth it. I'd pay double, triple. Fuck it. I don't care. Dude, we were the birds.
Yeah.
We were the bird scooter fucks.
Yeah.
Literally flying.
I did a bunny hop at one point. Thought I was going to die.
I did one as well.
A little scary.
Couple times.
Those things are a little heavy.
They're a bit heavy. So the scooters were tight. We saw some cool bars, music everywhere. I think we learned that musicians there only work on tips.
We didn't ask anybody. Fuck.
But everybody had their Venmo up.
The tip jar.
Their tip jar.
The Venmo's smart.
Even in the restaurants and the bars, they all did that. One did mention that, but I don't know how true it was.
That's what I mean. I don't know.
He's like, hey, if you guys could do this because this is how we get paid. We don't get paid, via any of this other stuff. And I'm like,
they probably.
That's crazy.
They have to pay them something, maybe for legality reasons, but I'm sure it's like the minimum you would pay, like open micers for comedy. Because that's an open mic.
Yeah,
but you have to pay these people something to book them. Right. You know what I mean? They probably pay them like $20. Would it be
possible that it worked the other way around and like the musicians would pay like a small fee to the restaurant?
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't do that. I mean, here's the thing. Well, I might, because after that too, I learned that if you want to, it seems like Nashville is like the Hollywood for musicians. Because if you want to do music in Nashville, you better be on your fucking A game, because every artist we ran into, some of them looked like, I was like, look at this guy. There's no way he's going to be good. And then they were some of the best musicians we've ever heard.
And let's not
doing
lie,
covers.
A lot of them were not only amazing with vocally, they picked the right songs.
Playing
they
guitars,
knew how to play. They were good looking.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. All good looking.
Hot.
Making their guitars as a drum machine and a guitar all in one. there was multiple of them that people would be like, can you play this? I don't know that. Give me literally 2 seconds, and then nailed the fucking song.
Pull it up on their tablet. They pull up some tablature on their tablet.
And killed it.
Tablet. That's weird. Tablet. They pull up some tablature on the tablet.
Yep.
On their iPad. And yeah, they would just run through it real quick. I was impressed. I was very content. The most content I think I was when we were in that bar. What happened there? Something happened there, I feel like. No, we had Bloody Marys. That's right. And this shit, I asked the lady, I looked her in the face, and I was like, is this mild Bloody Mary? Is this
that one.
This spicy? Because there was one below that, which I would have gotten, no problem.
Right.
I'm in Nashville. I didn't even think about it. Their palates are different. All the hot fried chicken they're eating just like morphs. It's like a leathery thing is their tongue. It's no longer this, tissue membrane, it's just leather. And I was like, is this like going to be spicy? And she's, no, and I'm a sexist. I was like, that's a woman saying no. Yeah, I got this. Look at my skin. Yeah, I'm born for this. And I couldn't get that sucker down. I felt like I was choking. I was like, God damn, what is happening to my tongue right now? And but I couldn't let her. I did anytime. I don't know if you noticed this. Anytime she came around, I was like, that's it.
I
thought Nashville was sick. I thought it was hot. Where's your hot chicken? And then when she would
secretly, he was dying on the inside. God. Can I get a water? Just after I'm done this, I'm gonna want to drink.
But it was sick, and I didn't know this beforehand. We're gonna talk. This is a recap, by the way, because we haven't been together in a while. So we'll get to the gear. But I didn't know bachelor parties. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to pay for anything until a week before.
Right.
I didn't know that, and I was exceptionally uncomfortable with the whole thing.
We all spent a lot of fucking. Well, I know I did.
I know.
I came back. I was like, oh man. I should start asking people for some money.
What? No,
it was a lot, but no, it was.
I thought you guys were splitting
penny.
It pretty well, though, right? No. Oh God, here we go.
I don't know. Tony, did you pay for anything?
Oh,
I don't think I paid for another person on that trip, except for like some Ubers. I think I paid for like 2 Ubers.
You did get at least one. I don't know about 2, but you got one. I remember that. I paid quite a bit at the Top Golf. That started off. Top Golf already was
you're setting
a very large portion of my budget, but that's
probably
really
the most expensive part, though.
Yeah, no, it was
a bunch
for sure.
of us, and it's going to cost, and then you're going to get drinks.
The
and
bar
food.
with your drinks. Apparently, there's drinks. A beer was $6.
That's not.
Chris and I didn't realize that, and we just kept ordering beers.
Oh well, there you go.
So
which bar?
And we the one with your
Bloody Marys.
Okay. Yep. And the food was.
You paid for that whole table?
No, me and Chris paid for you.
Okay.
I think Chris actually paid for that one. And then I got Chris on another one. So Chris and I would kind of go back and forth and try to pick you up. I think Jake may have picked you up once, but...
He didn't know he did. I tried to sneak to the side when I noticed no one was around me just to get a beer without having to ask somebody.
Yeah.
I was like, can I get a beer? And Jake fucking came out of a corner.
Yeah.
I was just like... It's on me. I was like, what the fuck?
Jake was on that. I think there was one time to do that.
I think there was one moment, too, that you had like 2 or 3 beers in your hand because you got somebody at that one rooftop bar. Like somebody came and said, you need a beer? You're like, yeah. So they left. Somebody else came and said, you need a beer? You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 people were trying to get you a beer.
So then I'm set up and I'm like, I'm going to be good for a while. And then Jake comes back with tequila shots. I'm like, well, there goes my night, boys. My God. Hope y'all have fun. I'm out of here. I just checked out.
The fireball was flowing.
I just went to a blackout stage, but it was very fun. And
dude, it was a great time.
Very, very much deserved. And now I just feel like I need to reciprocate. So
nope. Somebody else has to get married.
Get remarried or something, or renew your vows. We'll do
at some point. Yeah.
We'll do a renewed bachelor party thing. Tony, get married.
I can say, Tony, get married. I can say, right. Well, that is a whole nother thing. We were trying our hardest to help Tony out in Nashville, and we just crashed and burned, man.
What were you doing?
I don't think I actually did anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I just kept saying it.
Collective we,
Billy was almost like the hype man in the background, like, yeah, we got you, Tony.
We got
and
this.
Just like, all right, you guys got it.
I was paying for shit. I was getting Tony the liquid courage, all right?
We should have there was, the last night we were there, we needed to do something downtown because we were all in an effort, because we all have girlfriends except for Tony, so we all have to live vicariously through Tony. What?
Right, so that... actually, Wilson was doing it there too. Damn it. I was going to say, we went to the balcony of one of our neighbors. There was girls in there.
I was passed out, yeah.
And we were talking to this girl there. She made it very aware that she was single. And me and Wilson were not. And Tony was the only one left. But Wilson kind of, he flowed the whole conversation, and then Tony did start talking.
I wish I saw that.
Nothing happened.
Wish I saw that because I feel like everything you said is not true.
This was also really weird. I mean, Tony was there; he can tell you if it was true.
Was this the neighbors that were that one night where we were there until like 4 a.m. or some shit?
Yeah,
God, I was
the night before we're leaving.
That sounds like
we had to be up at 8 in the morning.
Sounds like such an
day.
uncomfortable endeavor. I would have loved to have been there.
It was weird.
The most uncomfortable start for sure. Walking in there, and then everyone immediately was like, "What are you guys doing here?"
Oh yeah, there were people like, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" Yeah. I got yelled at because I had a Kansas City sweatshirt on, and they're like, "You need to get out of here." I was like, "No, fuck you."
But this was all after being invited.
Yes.
They were on the balcony. Yep. We were their neighbors. I was asleep, but I've heard this. And they had said like, "Hey guys, because we were yelling at them like the night before or something, apparently."
Or all weekend.
And they were, I don't remember even seeing them, but either way. And they were like, "Oh, you guys, we're down to like hang out. If you guys want to hang out, it's like fucking 2, 3 in the morning, whatever." And then you walk in and then you get berated.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
By not the person who invited you in.
So we had a shit ton of beer that we obviously, half of us were flying, the others were driving. We're all hungover. We're not taking this beer back.
Nope.
So Wilson's sitting there with all this beer, and he's like, "I'll tell you what, I'm gonna set it right here, and then we're going to leave." And I'm sitting there, and he's like, "We're gonna." Wait, we're doing what now? This is all of our beer. I thought we were here to party.
Oh my God.
It was weird. It got weirder, and then it got better, and then it was like, all right, let's get the fuck home. We gotta go.
At a certain time of night, it's just best to get out of there. Yeah. That's why I put myself to sleep.
But yeah, it was a good time. I do want to. Not everybody has to come, but even if everybody comes, it would be great. I would like to go back post COVID.
No, that
would be amazing.
I had said it at the end of it. Maybe I was in the car with the boys. I want to do a yearly trip. Maybe not just to Nashville, but that is, I can't even, if that was COVID.
Yeah.
I can't even, now mind you, they did take precautions. Nashville, I think, is getting beat down, saying that they're irresponsible, this and that. We had cops
yelling at us
at downtown.
You're outside. Put your goddamn mask on.
Well, relax. Okay, guy. Jesus, what are you talking about?
That's how it felt.
The guy was
super. Like, I'm riding a scooter.
The guy was super.
I'm on a scooter.
The guy was. This is how skewed you are sometimes, dude. I love you, but this guy was so nice. And so, like, hey guys, just when you come here, it's downtown. Like, you just put your mask on. We got a lot of traffic.
Put your fucking mask on, or I'll beat the shit out of you. He
was so fucking nice. You could tell he didn't even want to ask us.
Nice. He didn't want to be there.
But yeah, the cops were enforcing the mask rule in downtown. And every time we went into a bar, there was no standing room. It was you're at a table or you're going to get drinks, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
The capacity was like, what was that? Like a quarter?
Yeah, I mean, it was all really low, and I think that's why the lines were there. I think we could easily pack into a place and party our asses off.
Awesome because no line to get a beer, no zigzagging through a million people.
I think the worst place we were at was the last bar we were at.
The balcony.
But we were outside on the balcony, on the rooftop for the most part.
And rooftop bars, sick.
Yeah.
I feel like so sheltered. Like, I feel like I've never even gone out anywhere. I've never seen a place like this. It was super fun.
I'm going to build one on top of
Everybody
my house.
was crazy nice. We can't fucking downplay that. Everybody was crazy. Every stranger we ran into. Yep. We had a bouncer who wasn't aggro as shit and aggressive. The
homeless people were nice.
Who?
I don't know. I think we ran into a couple. There was one that kept asking us for money when we were on the way to the temperature check.
Really? I don't remember. Oh, didn't we ignore him?
Well, you were on a scooter. So you were flying by.
I didn't even see him, dude. It was going too fast.
Wade and I were not so lucky. He was right behind us going, man, I could really eat. I was like, dude, I've got no cash.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And the one guy asked me for a cigarette, and then he was telling me that he was going. He had a Breaking Bad shirt on. What was it? Pollo Loco or something?
Yeah.
The chicken shop from Breaking Bad. And like somebody said, nice shirt, and he didn't even know what the fuck we were talking about.
He found it.
He grabbed that shirt out of a dumpster, And then he was telling me, I'm going to a halfway house. I got my lady, I got my kid. Check it out. Here's a picture of my lady or my kid or whatever it was. And then we saw him the very next day at the exact same spot.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, where's that halfway house?
Which was in front of one of the worst restaurants ever that I will never go back to ever again.
What?
Hooters.
You mean best restaurant?
I had chicken wings that tasted like fried bologna.
What are you, an idiot? You don't go there for food. You go there for cheap beer and cheap food. And I did a hula hoop because you guys are assholes. Because you guys were like, I went to the
that was one of the most memorable moments, honestly.
Did somebody get it on video?
I did. I've got to edit all this stuff, but I've got everything on video.
Can you send me? I want to start chopping that up. But yeah, I went to the bathroom, and of course, these gaggle of morons were like, "Oh, it's his birthday. Did you birthday?" And then, of course, and they're like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah. We'll do something." Then I come back, and they're like, "Oh, it's your birthday." I was like, just rolling with it because I'm not going to be a bad sport. and they're like, you can do something. I didn't hear the first part, and then she said hula hoop.
They can sing to you, or you can
know
hula
that.
hoop.
I didn't hear that. Okay, because if I had heard that, I obviously would have said, sing to me, because all I heard was hula hoop. I was like, hula hoop, let's do it. Like, I'm not going to turn down some weird shit like that. And so they give me a hula hoop, and I remember how to hula hoop. I mean, for fuck's sake, I remember D1, in third grade, whatever, not a big deal. So I started spinning it, right? And everyone knows you spin it and then you put your hips into it, and then you kind of rotate around.
Right.
And then it immediately dropped to my feet. And what I've realized is I am not 90 pounds and in third grade anymore, but not only that hula hoop was 25 fucking pounds. I swear to God. And so they made it heavy on purpose. So you have to purposely like fucking thrust your hips forward like as hard as possible. And I'd rather look ridiculous and sad than be beaten by a hula hoop at Hooters in Nashville. Yeah. On my birthday.
Yeah.
On your birthday.
The chicken wings were terrible.
Yeah, anyways, it wasn't very good.
But yeah. Good time. We got some other good food stuff, some other places, but especially if you're a musician and you just want to hear it or whatever. Dude, there was a lady on the street that was doing a Chris Stapleton cover of Tennessee Whiskey, and it was incredible. I tipped her $20. It was incredible.
I didn't see that.
Young little black girl out there. Well, I wouldn't say young little. I mean, she was probably in her 20s, but dude, she was fucking killing it. I was like, yep, I'm not. Wade, I think Wade got her Venmo and he was tipping her somewhere on there, but I still had the money from the temperature check. So I was like, fuck it, here's $20. Like, I don't have anything smaller, and you are like way too good not to get a tip. It was fucking incredible.
That's nice of you.
I think some of you guys went ahead. It was me, Wade, and somebody else still sitting there. And no, on the street artists are better than anybody I've seen in the area. I mean, it's ridiculous. And there's nothing there. Like, you had to turn and go up a block or two to get to the main Broadway strip. She's just on a side street, fucking killing it, dude.
Oh, and the other thing besides talent that's there's another kind of talent. Smoke
100%.
shows nonstop all day. Never seen anything like that in my life.
No.
Never seen anything like that in my life.
No.
Never seen anything like that. Like, what is the ratio girl to guy? I want to say
like
it's
10 to 1.
It's got to be 10 to 1. I've never, and I'm not a guy who's like, got eyes everywhere for ladies, but there
was no way to avoid that.
They were everywhere. Yeah. There was no guys. There was all girls. Mm-hmm. If you're single, you need to go there. Okay.
Like you said, now that I'm thinking about it, there wasn't a whole lot of group of guys.
No, we got chastised for being a group of guys walking down the street. Mind you, everyone has wives and girlfriends except for one out of 11, 10, no, 9, whatever it was. And then a girl just goes, "Oh, sausage party." We're like, what the fuck?
That did happen. And they were a bachelorette party, I think.
It was like two girls.
But it was 2 girls, but I think they were going somewhere else. I thought they had sashes, but I could be wrong.
Who said? Well, I said that's...
Wilson said something.
My reaction was, that's funny, so I said that's funny. And then Wilson said, like, oh, God, it was a ripper, but it took like 2 seconds too long where they were just out of earshot. But he said something, God damn it. He said something about basically calling her ugly and fat, basically, and that you would never be in our sausage party.
Yeah, you weren't invited anyways.
It was funnier like there. Yeah. But yeah, if you go, I want to go back. I want to see it when it's, in its prime.
You know what I want to do before I get too old? I want to go to Vegas.
What?
Vegas. Why? I don't know. I need to have money, though, which is why I never go to Vegas, because I don't save money enough to say I can blow this at Vegas.
Would you gamble it, or would you
absolutely.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons, but I also want to see what the life is like there. I've been to Atlantic City, and it was meh. I'm assuming Vegas is very similar, but I don't know.
It sounds like a tourist
Tony
trap.
can't come with us.
Why?
What? I mean, I can come. I just can't gamble at any MGM property. But like, I can spectate.
I think prostitution is legal in Las Vegas.
What?
Prostitution? Is it legal?
I don't know if it's legal.
No, it's legal. That's
is it?
Definitely a thing. It's legal in Vegas.
I don't think it's legal. Is it legal?
I think it's frowned upon.
Watch.
Yeah, look it up.
Watch. Is prostitution legal in Nevada?
But I don't think it's in. I think Nevada. No, God damn it! I remember
you go to
this.
Like cat houses and shit.
I know, but I'm saying I don't think. I think you have to go outside.
Prostitution is only legal in licensed brothels, and condoms
so it has
must
to
be
be
used.
A brothel,
right?
But it is legal.
So why would you want to go there, Billy?
I want to gamble.
Oh,
and drink.
Okay.
The prostitution part of it was for Tony.
Oh yeah, okay. Tony, let's go.
But yeah, I would go to Nashville every year. But we could certainly go to other places. But Nashville was fucking tight. Yeah. Good job choosing that spot.
He's nice.
Yeah.
I saw the second Borat. That was fun.
Was it any good? I've heard that it was. The description I got was just saw Borat. It was a movie.
Well, it definitely depends because he's just as offensive as ever, and we're not 14 anymore. So I feel like some people are leaning more towards being offended than others, maybe. And it has this spirit of a Borat, of a Sacha Baron Cohen movie. Is the follow through even comparable to the first one? It's just as clever, and it tries to be just as crazy. Not quite there. I would say it's like 65, 70% of what Borat actually was. But you got to look at fucking Sacha Baron Cohen and him with the hair and the mustache and the suit. Everyone knows who that motherfucker is. Yeah. So it's like, how are they going to do anything even close to what they did? It's worth a watch. It's on Amazon Prime. It's fucking free. Like, just watch it. 90 minutes, dude. 90 minutes. I'm a fan of that.
But yeah, so that was a wrap up. What the fuck we've been. And now we're finally back. So let's get into this album review.
Album review.
This is your album this week, so I'll let you kick this one off.
All right, cool.
Something I just remembered. Do you remember that one chick that was talking to us outside the last bar thing we went to? The last bar club thing we went to, where she was like trying to make fun of Jake's height or something.
Yeah, that was the greatest thing ever.
He's short.
That was so funny.
Where did she even come from? Because I just turn around and see her.
She was tripping me out because I got like eyes everywhere because I'm always like waiting for something to happen, right? I was watching her from jump because she was the only one that wasn't in a group, right? And we were walking up and she was to the left by the curb and we were walking up to get in line and then she scooted in front of us to get in line, right? She was on her phone, like texting or whatever, still not with the group. And then she gets the green light to go in. And then we get held up and she stayed out with us. So I think she was a plant. Does that make sense?
A plant?
Because she was in front of us to get inside and she got the green light. And then she saw us not get inside. And then she sat out with us and just started talking to us. I think she was a plant.
What do you mean by plant? Girl, I don't get that.
She was She was either working us to sell us something or she was working us for something else.
Is this outside the club where I wasn't allowed in at first?
Yes. That girl was in front of us.
Yeah,
she was
doing something weird.
Not in a group. She was soloing it to target us for whether it be something good or bad. I don't know.
But then she went in and we didn't see her the whole rest of the night. That was really weird.
Right. But she was sketch as fuck for a while. I think she was feeling us out when she started talking to us and then realized we're wicked smart. And we're fast bird boys.
Well, she also tried to talk shit. It was like, who the fuck brings a backpack?
So funny, dude. Every time
I was like, me, bitch, I'm filming.
Every time she tried to burn anybody, it just came right back. It's like, we're smarter than you, dude. Shut up.
All right, so let's get into this album review. Berried Alive's Fuego. I hope, because that's what I listened to.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I did Fuego. Yeah, okay. Thank God. Okay. So, yeah, Berried Alive. No idea what these guys are. Jesse texted me with the suggestion, and I listened to this. I had to listen to it sporadically, to be honest, and it's 39 minutes, 11 songs, which I'm a fan of. Short, sweet, to the point. This has rhythm, and it's almost like, I don't know my subgenres very well anymore, but I would almost lean towards, like, rhythm porncore, like where it's just all rhythm, all deep tones, processed to hell, nothing's real about it, but that's not a problem. I'm saying there's nothing authentic about it musically. It's just a lot of tones, rhythms, and like kind of over the top. Even the vocal processing was nuts. Like it doesn't even sound like a guy, right? And nowadays it's hard to tell, well, sort of hard to tell whether this screamer is good or he's just layering the shit out of his vocals and then just plug in. You know what I mean? Yeah. Either way, it sounds good for the most part, but there's nothing really going on. It's all like shock jock shit. Did you listen to some of the lyrics?
I tried. I couldn't understand.
It's hard. I caught a couple things.
There was a couple. There was like some spoken words, some shit or something like that.
It kind of reminded me of like
singing.
A non-serious like Cannibal Corpse kind of a thing, sort of. That's just my interpretation, and it was fun, but I couldn't listen to it very long. It almost reminded me of a 2020 Kill Whitney Dead. Do you remember that band?
Fuck. That sounds so familiar, but I'm not sure.
Terrible music, but they started to really abuse samples when they first became like accessible, where you just throw a sample in from like a movie or whatever, what have you, an audio sample. A lot of people were doing
that back in the early
and then you
2000s.
go into a breakdown or a build up, or you're building up while the sample's playing, and it's just kind of like that. Not a serious, obviously. It's called Berried Alive, Berried, and every single song. The Grape Depression, Demon Berry, Planet of the Grapes, like it's all that kind of shit, which is hilarious. So it makes me think, okay, these guys aren't serious. It seems like. They were fine. I mean, it's just another band where it's like obviously a side project of somebody who maybe does a more serious project.
It is.
But who did you look it up?
I did not, but I was talking to our buddy RJ today. It is Rings of Saturn guitar player.
I fucking knew it, dude. I heard so much Rings of
Saturn.
Okay, I was thinking Saturnalia or some shit. Either way, it's the same kind of music. I heard some stupid not riffage, but like tapping that was like way too fast, and I was like, that reminds me of Rings of Saturn because they have a very particular sound. So it is okay, cool.
Yeah,
interesting. I thought it was okay.
I want to look it up even more because I wonder if it's a one guitar player. Let's look it up.
I always wondered if they play that shit live.
I don't think I've ever seen Berried Alive doing anything live, but I could be wrong.
No. Rings of Saturn.
Oh, Rings of Saturn. Oh,
I've never seen them.
All Star. I thought, weren't they on the All Star tour?
That was a lot of bands, and there was like 20-minute sets or something. I don't remember everybody, but I don't think I saw them. We probably came too late.
Yeah, they've been on some big show, but I can't remember. But it was, they've come around to like some of these death shows or some shit, and I've missed them all the time. I know our buddy Josh is gone and shit like that, but
Death Fest.
Probably
in
something like that. I think they've been on something like that.
I never went to one of those.
There's two members of it, Charles and a Kaylee Caswell.
It's like a porn name.
Yeah, and what I was told was one of them are the guitar players of Rings of Saturn, but none of these guys look like they are Rings of Saturn.
Oh, so who did RJ lie to you?
Oh no, let's find out if the other guy is from Rings of Saturn.
Tony, look it up. Why are you looking this up?
Yeah, we got a producer. Oh, Kaylee's a girl.
Well, that would make more sense, I guess.
I think it's his wife.
Rings of Saturn.
Look up a
what?
Look up a Charles Caswell. Caswell.
Why?
Because you can figure out what he's done.
It just says he's a part of Berried Alive.
That's it? No other bands?
I mean, that's all it says. Record labels, Berried Alive Productions, and Berried Alive.
Berried Alive
Is this the same Berried Alive? Well, yeah, because a shit ton of people like
It's
them.
spelled Berried, Tony?
Yeah.
Okay.
Berried Alive.
I'm going to have to talk to RJ, man. He's giving me some misinformation.
It doesn't matter.
It sounded like it was Rings of Saturn. Or some shit like that. Either way, the dude's fucking talented. It's just fucking weird.
Right. They remind me of, well, I don't want to get into too much. The album's cool. It's just like a fun little not a chill band, but it's like one I could hear myself put. They remind me a lot of the Browning. You heard of them? The Browning?
I remember them, but I don't remember them.
One tempo. Every song's the same tempo, basically, and it's just like some synth keys with just a heavy fucking bass breakdown. Every song, overprocessed vocals. It's cool, but it's like it's not deep music. It's almost the equivalent of like mumble rap. It's all about the beat. You know what I'm saying? And using your vocals as like a cadence as opposed to like, a method of getting across like metaphors and something with substance. You know what I'm saying? Cool, fun. If I want to listen to shit that's loud, and then turn the shit up. It's not headphone music in my opinion. Speaker cruising music.
Yeah, that's what I did with speakers for sure. Tony, look up Rings of Saturn guitar players while I talk.
Tony, look up.
Because maybe this guy doesn't listen. I don't fucking know. But anyways, so in my opinion, this album was all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
There was a lot of noise and then a lot of cool shit and then some more noise and a lot of cool shit. The whole movie fucking sampled shit. It was cool. There were parts that were like, oh, fuck, that's tight. Especially as a guitar player, there's obviously some really, really cool shit that I liked. But production-wise, really fucked with me. I don't know if it was a YouTube version I watched, but songs would be like full, and then they would get thin out. like production wise. Not that the instruments were gone, but it would thin out really weirdly. But it could have been the YouTube version that I listened to. I don't know.
To be fair, I listened to it on my Skull Candy Bluetooth headphones.
And was it full all the way through? You didn't
Spotify.
see?
I didn't notice anything. But the Skull Candies do have a lot of bass. So.
Right, so they could maybe help fill that in. But even if it gets thin, I mean, my speakers, for the most part, they're not bass heavy, but it shouldn't have dropped that much. And
I didn't notice anything. I don't
know. So I could be wrong on that. Other than that, I guess production was fairly good. If that's not the case and it would just happen to be the YouTube thing. Yeah, it seems more like a joke, but there is some good shit there. So I would wonder if this guy is a part of something else, if he's not a part of Rings of Saturn, because if he's not, he should, unless this is just what he wants to do. I mean, they've got 100,000 likes on Facebook, so maybe this is just what he wants to do, and it's kind of I love being in a joke band. That's really talented, but not.
It's cool being in something that you don't have to take super seriously.
Right. And people like it, I guess, so it's cool.
So you wanted to know the current members of Rings of Saturn.
Yeah, good.
Okay, so we got Lucas Mann.
Right. That's who I was wondering if it was, but yeah, I know him.
I think it might be because I was looking it up and it says Rings of Saturn, Lucas Mann, and Berried Alive, Planet of the Grapes. So he may have helped with Planet of the Grapes.
That's one song.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's one of the songs. But
maybe that's what it was, and then he featured on that.
They're like collab or something. Huh.
Yeah.
So there must be, either way.
Friends or something. It was pretty good. I liked it, but yeah, it was hard to stick with it because it was kind of too much.
Yeah.
There were a lot of genres in. Like I actually heard, oddly, on I think the bass, which it looks like, I'm assuming this is his wife or sister because they have the same last name. I don't know which one it is, but there were like polyphia moments, like newer polyphia moments in it. Some really weird time signature, fucking crazy.
What's that word you're saying?
Polyphia.
What's that?
You've never heard of Polyphia?
Is that a band?
Yes.
No.
God, I might have to change our album review this week then.
Are you sure you're saying that right?
Yes.
Polyphia?
Polyphia. Not Periphery. Polyphia.
I don't like them.
I also just said Periphery, so I don't know. But it's because you asked me a question.
Fair enough.
Damn. No, I mean, it's really good, but I heard a lot of that in there. I heard some other... I'm with you. Listening to this, I started to get a headache.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to figure out what can I say that this is. It's unique. I'll give them that. But it's a mixture of a bunch of shit that I don't think should be together.
It's unique, but it's not listenable.
Yeah.
That doesn't... Yeah, so unique kind of goes out the window.
One song, or if you pick like 2 or 3 songs off that album, probably be kind of tight. But some other stuff, I'm just like... you could have done a solid demo, bud. Like... Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
EP,
but...
Not a full album. But it was cool. Thank you, Jesse. Don't send us anything like that again, though.
Send whatever you want, dude.
But send whatever you want.
Because we'll listen.
All right, so RJ had given me an album to listen to. We're going to hold off on that for now. Plus, I am scared that it could be shit because the last one he gave us was shit. What was it, Opeth or some shit like that?
Yeah, it was Opeth.
Yeah, it was terrible. So we're going to hold off this week. Sorry, RJ, because if you haven't listened to Polyphia, let's listen.
Yeah, but now we're caught up, so just wait a week and then we'll be back in it.
Yeah. We'll get it. I'll do it for the next round.
Today is the 30th.
My next round.
Yeah.
Let me look up.
Yeah.
So, do we want to do the album that I got into them on, which I find really good, or an album that I haven't heard?
No. We're not jumping into this just yet because we've had to set guidelines. And by the way, you've already failed our wager of...
How?
You said Periphery.
And I said because you asked me, but that was the whole point of me mentioning that I just said Periphery.
Right. Okay. That all I didn't catch. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it. So don't get in my face.
Neither did our producer.
Don't raise your voice at me. Okay. I don't appreciate it.
Okay.
But you said it.
Okay. What was the wager?
Fine, I'll give you a fucking pass.
I'll
have to rewatch the episode. I don't quite remember. No. I host an episode solely, and you will co-sign and talk about what I want you to talk about.
Okay.
All right, cool. So, what genre is this?
Very confusing. You can't ask that because I don't know.
According to Google, it says they're progressive metal and progressive rock.
I don't want to listen to it.
Well, you don't have a choice now. Their newest album is a mixture of some crazy shit. We're going to listen to their newest album. So album of the review week, whatever we're calling it, is going to be Polyphia's New Levels, New Devils album.
Can you send me the link, please?
I can't because you don't have an iPhone. I wish you did. That would be fucking tight.
You can't send me a link?
Well, it's not a link. I'm on Apple Music.
Do you have Spotify?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Send me the link. Boomer. Jesus.
I'm going to use this shit, man. Anyways, you're going to like it. The drummer, pay attention. I think you're going to like him.
You're telling me to pay attention?
Yeah, pay attention, bro. Polyphia. Yeah, drummer's pretty tight, but yeah, we're not going to get into it too much. How do I send you this shit? Fuck it. We'll figure it out after the show. I'll keep that up.
Okay.
All right, so album review, Polyphia next week. After that album, listen to their album Muse for me. I'll send you some songs.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and get into some news and gear. My ears just went fucking weird.
You all right?
That was fucking weird. All right, Died as Murder came out with a new song. I don't know if they got an album, but I saw that they got a new song. I listened to it. Brutal as always, but RJ kind of put it pretty perfectly. They found something that they're really good at, and they don't want to try anything else.
Yes.
That's how the song was. It was also very weird because it is about the slaughter and genocide of Native Americans, Cherokees specifically.
They're so woke.
Yeah, so it's a little weird. They're very involved in, for some reason, American issues and politics. But the song was tight. It is Died as Murder. It's tight. Give it a listen. It's called Killing Season. Aside from that, it's whatever. I was a little, I guess I was disappointed. What are you looking at me like that?
I'm just looking at you, dude.
James Hetfield is doing a scholarship program with Metallica for kids. We strongly believe that dedicated members of all industry, not just the ones that Saudi fans focus on, deserve respect and admiration. So we want to honor students as they work towards sustainable careers. That's all I'm going to read off of that. Kind of cool, though. I like seeing these bigger people, do something cool. Scholarships are cool.
Yeah, it's a tax write-off.
If you want to go to college.
Yeah, I guess.
One of the craziest things I saw last week while I was in Maine, I think I was on the shitter and I was flipping through Facebook with what little bit of signal I had. Herman Lee got banned from Twitch.
He's pretty family friendly. Why?
DMCA. Digital Media Music
I know
Rights.
What it fucking stands for, Billy.
I don't know if normally he plays through Dragon Force songs.
Right.
Nobody really knows what's going on, but
permaban?
It's possible that he played other music on his channel.
It's not a permaban. Tony.
We don't know yet. Tony, look that up. Herman Lee's banning from Twitch. Find out if it's a permaban.
If it's a DMCA, it's not. It can't be a permaban.
It shouldn't be, but they are doing that, and I want to talk about it. I think it's bullshit.
What? Why?
I think it's bullshit. Here's the thing. So, because we got a little slap on the wrist for playing a fucking cover, right? Our video got taken down. The people that were trying to watch it couldn't, thank you all three of you that, watch it and let me know. But I think it's annoying. Now, if I'm just streaming or, we're not making money off of this. Nothing, literally nothing. And even if we had a bigger channel, we wouldn't make much off of it. Or you could just demonetize that video. So rights are doing that. If you're streaming or something like that, you're playing music. Where are you playing it from? Spotify. Get on Spotify. Get on these streaming sites, which I think I have an article about that. Or if I buy an album, shouldn't I have some kind of rights to play that album as I wish?
No.
Why?
That's not your IP.
I'm aware of that, but I still paid for it. That's like buying stock.
You paid to buy the product, to listen to it.
I gave you $15 to just...
You can't openly...
What if I buy it and I could have streamed it for free? Or my $7 a month that I pay or whatever it is.
That argument makes no sense at all.
How does it not make any sense?
I bought this music, therefore...
I should be able to play it.
I should be able to use it however I please.
Correct.
Even if that includes bringing an audience in with that particular music and not giving them any sort of cut or money or paying a licensing fee. That makes no sense.
Right. Makes absolute sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
I purchased basically a license by buying the music.
You bought a copy of their original music. That gives you the right to listen to the music. That doesn't give you the right to do really anything else with it.
I think it's ridiculous. I think if you're trying to play covers or something too, it should be for use. I mean, if artists are getting shit, like if it was back, 20, 30 years ago, when maybe some of these artists actually got paid for doing fucking music, then I think we wouldn't be having this conversation because they're making millions. but the people that also making millions get stingy, like Metallica when the Napster shit came around.
Right.
People were able to download the shit. But I get that, we put out music, not like we're big ass motherfuckers or something, but I'd like to get a $1 or something from it, but I don't get it. Use my shit. It's free advertisement.
Right. That's your take on it. But most of these people, they don't even own their own music.
That's an issue with the industry.
It's the production companies, yeah. And
so
they're not going to let it slide.
I'm looking at right now.
So real quick, Tony. I appreciate you. I'm gonna let you talk in 2 seconds. So Herman Lee, however, has said you can use Dragon Force. I think Matt Heafy says you can use Trivium. You can use their shit all day long. They kind of want you to do that because you're putting their music out there.
Right.
They're not making the shit anyway, so let me just at least gain more fans. Maybe they'll come to a show and buy merch.
Right.
So why is that an issue? And then these bullshit record companies are the issues.
Right.
The bands don't give a shit.
Yes.
Play their music, play it wherever you want. Fucking blast it down the road.
Right.
But these record labels are bullshit. They're not getting their money. Fuck them all.
You can't.
That's what I say.
You can't also lump in the artists saying none of the artists care because a lot of them do. A lot of them are stingy with their
Herman
product.
Lee, what I'm saying with them, their label themselves will allow you to do it.
Great.
They can't crack down.
That's probably a stipulation they had to get to in their contract.
Right. You have to let me do this. Go ahead,
exactly.
Tony.
So the article I'm looking at now, it has Herman Lee's tweet on it, and he refers to it as being suspended.
Yep.
So I don't think it's a permaban thing.
But still, I think it's bullshit. I mean, this is also like a musician who has his own shit. Like, he gets it, though. I should be able to do this. It's free advertisement for the artist. The artist doesn't give a shit.
He's smarter than that, though.
Most artists don't give a shit. They just want you to, either they want you to listen to the shit or they don't care if you listen to it or not. You're either going to buy it or you're not. Nobody's buying records anymore. Everybody's streaming. So it's another stream for them if you're streaming it. So fuck it.
That's not the way a lot of artists look at it, though.
I guarantee a lot of artists are like that. It's the record labels that won't let you do it.
I would say it's a 50 split, probably. At least.
I don't think it's that bad. I wish this channel was bigger.
Do you know a lot of artists that are losing money, potentially losing money because of that?
I don't think anybody's losing money over that.
You don't think anybody's losing money?
No. Why would you lose money over me playing your song?
Because you're playing it, right?
Right.
Billy, you're playing
Correct.
it. You're getting a play on Spotify, YouTube, whatever it is, right? You're broadcasting it to 1,000 people.
Right.
That's 1,000 less plays. That's how they're looking at it. I'm not 100% sure about that, but that's the logic that gets into my head when I'm playing devil's advocate.
Understandable. And I get that. And that's what it is. So like, if, for example, I've seen in some videos, it's demonetized because of it.
Right.
Why is he getting that's a very big form of his income right now. Outside of maybe what he might get from Dragon Force, these people aren't touring. So if a musician like him, like Neil Westfall, the guitar player from Day to Remember, he streams every so often, right? Or Herman Lee, they're only playing their songs. What happens when you run out of your catalog? I've got to do something else, And I've seen Ola. Mm-hmm. Ola goes on and he streams like once a week now, and he just picks a song on Spotify and he starts playing it.
Okay.
So I don't understand where the line is that you're allowed to do this, not allowed to do that, but it's these other people that are just being complete dicks. That's the label.
You can Google it. You can Google what songs are okay to cover. It's literally, there are lists online that you can do. But then
you have to build that. You have to get that up instead of just being able to hop on and stream.
It can't all be stream. I know life is really easy right now, and you could just fucking hit a button in Uber or get your food however you want it. You could everything's so easy and streamlined. Sorry, there's some things that are going to create obstacles just because it's on your stupid little tablature thingy with your little fucking $400 pen or whatever this is.
It did not cost that much. But it says
Chief
Redbeard.
Chief Redbeard. Yes, exactly. $400 well spent. But just because it's all right there doesn't mean you should be allowed to not have any sort of boundaries and barriers whatsoever with other products that aren't even yours. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm saying it makes sense to me, being capitalism, basically.
There needs to be a better way. The issue is without labels, artists would get nothing in that retrospect, because there's no way. Let's say I do have 500,000 subs on here and I start playing somebody else's shit, right? And they don't have a label. They're never going to know, because I'm just this one guy that's playing their shit, while a label has the power to go through and get the algorithms rolling. But with the labels, the artists also don't get shit anyways, because the label is just taking it. And it's just a big fucking mess. I hate it. That's my 2 cents on it.
I tried to cover Because every now and then I'll just, whenever I get a hair up my ass, I'll like do a stupid cover of something real, like a 30-second clip of a song that I'm digging at the moment. And I try to do a Nickelback cover just to be like bands that I give hate for basically no reason.
Right. Well, we realized after the Charlie Daniels cover, maybe they're not happy.
Right. And I was like, maybe I could find something to love about this song. And then I like learned the cover and everything, set up my camera, recorded everything. And then I inputted it. I had put it into Instagram and immediately got flagged and automatically taken down.
Right, and it's like, a label thing, but
no followers.
I don't see these labels walking into the local bars and saying you can't cover that shit. You're making money off of doing it that way.
It's not on anybody's radar until you're making a certain amount of money.
It should be on everybody's radar because everybody does it. Every town has cover bands that are playing.
I don't know. I want to look up the science behind that and why they don't catch any flack. It's really weird because I understand like a low caliber band like myself, like, okay, we're not getting any heat because we don't have much traction, but like a big band who's like, it's all covers and
that's what they do. There are bands that headlining. They tour.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Massive shows to do covers.
There has to be some sort of contract. There has to be something, some sort of licensing fee. There has to be something to it.
I don't know. I think
it has to be. When you're making thousands every night?
I think it should be a fair use kind of thing. You know, I think I'm also just mad at the little stiff, you know, we were 60 subs at the time or some shit. It's not like we've grown that much more, but we were still this even smaller channel than we already are. Right. And it's just like, you got to fix that or you can't put it back. I mean, it's just stupid.
It's the algorithm, Billy.
Whatever. In better news, looks like Guitar Center is going to be filing for bankruptcy pretty soon. So that's tight.
Why?
Well, gee, I wonder.
They're doing real good.
No, they're terrible.
Well, they had like 6 guitars last time you were there?
Yeah.
It's called Guitar Center.
So I think that's the issue is, you know, the COVID obviously has caused a lot of issues. So the Guitar Center was already in a rut. And then you add COVID on top. I mean, I feel like online sales should be good. I mean, some of the stuff I've gotten from them have been online sales. They just happen to have a better sell than the normal people I'd go to. But outside of that, I don't know. I think they're going to try to figure it out to be able to get their shit together and do one of those bankruptcies where they can still operate and they got to pay something back. I don't fucking know. I don't know how bankruptcy works, but it's been talked about for a while.
Check 1, 2. Go ahead.
They missed $45 million in interest payments for this month.
For this month? Yo.
They have 30 days or it'll be defaulted because I think they've already done bankruptcy. So they have to make payments on that bankruptcy and they missed it.
Guitar Center looking like Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So that's out.
What, how do you feel? I feel, I know I'm a piece of shit when I'm like, I hear news like that. I'm like, fucking good, dude. Like they're going to lose so many employees and shit. But for some reason, I'm just like, fuck them, dude. Not the employees, but like that.
It sucks for the employees. It sucks for the employees. And that's, I remember back in the day, I felt like that's where you're younger and you're like, how sick would it be to work at Guitar Center?
Yeah, dude.
A lot of bands were formed from doing that, or they were able to network so well because they worked at Guitar Center.
Yep, everyone knew what they were talking about too.
And now it's just shit. Yeah. It's like walking into a normal retail store, and the customer service is the worst I've ever had in my life.
How do you get a job?
I got better customer service at Chipotle the other day. Than I've ever had at Guitar Center.
I don't have a problem with fucking like their demeanor or anything. I always have a problem with how is there always at least 4 people in there that know nothing about anything?
Because now they just have to hire everybody because it's going to be a minimum wage.
That makes no sense though.
Slightly better money.
That was the whole point about going into a music shop was you're going there because like no matter
somebody knows
I'm going into this section, this guy's going to know more than me, Even if it's just a little bit more.
Well, I know a little bit about these interfaces over here, but as far as I'm just making up a name.
Okay.
Dave. I know a little bit about these interfaces, but there's drums, even though I'm in this section. I don't know. It's the same as some restaurants right now. It's just, we've got to hire people. So we're just going to hire shit and hope it works out.
They have 1 or 2 guys that know a little bit about everything.
Right.
And they're just like, oh, let me get Xander,
It's dumb. I mean, things used to be better. Used to have guys, and they would even be kind of shitty, like assholes. Like, oh, that's not true at all. Let me show you what the good stuff is. But now it's just like, I don't really know, man.
That's why I stopped.
This should work.
That's for real. Why I don't talk to anybody. Do you need help? Nope.
I know more than you.
No, it's not even that. It's the this snobbery elitism that I've talked about that comes with being a musician, have any sort of knowledge. You just automatically just get into this weird aggro zone and passive aggressive nature of, oh yeah, I want this. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, that's not. I mean, I don't know. I don't like it. Well, I'm like, well, it's subjective. Like, I kind of like the tone of this. Nah, man. You should probably get XYZ. Like, it's better. I mean, I have it, but I mean, yeah, you probably. Nah, don't even worry. Yeah, I'll ring this up for you, Chief, and they call you Chief, and that's frustrating. I get like, I freaked out on my boss one time. This was years ago when I worked at a pizza joint because he kept calling me buddy. And like, I'm riddled with insecurity throughout my soul and body that every time I heard buddy, I heard fuckface. Like every single time. And I wanted to fucking kill him. I was like, I'm not your guy, pal. It was one of those weird like flex moments. And I straight up, I told him I was like, can you not call me buddy, dude?
Yeah.
It's condescending as fuck. And to be fair, you're 5'5". I don't know what to tell you. Like, you shouldn't be calling me buddy. I know you're the boss, but for God's sakes. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Jason Richardson and Ernie Ball are coming out with a new version of his guitar, new colors. It looks fucking sick. I'll show it to you.
I'll be the judge.
It's going to probably be about $3,500. I will not be getting my hands on it, but it's gorgeous. His old one was like this Poplar Burl that was kind of like a brown, yellow kind of color, or black yellow. And now they've got this kind of crimson thing going on here.
Say Music Man at the thing. What is that called?
Yeah, Music Man.
What's that called?
Music Man.
No, what is that called?
Headstock.
Headstock. Thank you.
Yeah, so some gold hardware, some crimson. I'll put a picture up. It's a Cutlass model, but it's his Cutlass model is 2020, and they're calling it Sparrow. Kind of cool name.
Nope.
I'm gonna save some of this before because we are running out of time here. PRS is at a 35th anniversary Paul's guitar. It's sick. It's all spec'd out by Paul himself. And yeah, so it's got extra switches on it that is similar to Paul's guitar that he actually plays, or they have SE versions of it, but this is going to be a private stock, so way the fuck out of my price range.
Who's Paul?
Paul Reed Smith.
I'm Paul.
PRS's founder, owner, CEO.
Hi, I'm Paul. Jimmy Neutron? No? All right.
And then...
Fuck it.
I am trying to find... Give me a second. Ready? Okay. Anyways, gear I'm looking at this week.
What are you looking at this week?
I am looking at a guitar. Typically, I wouldn't look at these. This is a brand called D'Angelico. I guess is the way you would say it.
There you go.
It is a 50-year anniversary of the Grateful Dead's American Beauty with special edition Premier SS Semi-Hollow. I just really, for some reason, it might be the older man in me. I really love the way this looks.
Is it done?
Something about the rose is it's a semi-hollow kind of guitar, so it's probably a pretty beefy guitar. It's make a lot of noise acoustically.
That is
you don't like it?
I don't know what to think.
There's something about it for me. I'm just in love with it. They're like $15.99. They're a little up there, but it's like something for the Grateful Dead. Never listened to them, but the guitar's sick.
That's called a D'Angelico?
D'Angelico, yeah.
Well, it looks like a Chuck Berry guitar.
Yeah, something like that.
It's got the old
that's
school
on the
huge
back.
body. Oh, that's kind of cool.
I mean, to me, I guess you can't play the YouTube video. Must got copyright shitting.
This tablet sucks. You have problems every single week. You're like, oh, this doesn't work.
Well, that video, that's YouTube.
Work.
That's not the tablet.
Oh, okay.
It's actually working. Shut up.
It's
actually working this week. I've been able to do my shit.
It's actually working. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It's got
right.
a classy look.
Yeah,
it's got the wood, the hardware. Like, it's just like a natural color wood with gold hardware. That rose. I would never go for anything like that, but something about this specific guitar, I'm like, I like it a lot. Obviously, put a picture up, but it's something about it.
I'm
into it. Yeah, I think it's like $1,500 or less. I looked it up, but it's pretty tight. You can get it at your local Sweetwater. Guitar Stand is going out of business, so you can't get it there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that's going to do it for us this week. Another fun episode. I hope you really, really enjoyed that. Most of this was talking about Nashville because it was a great time. Check it out. Yeah, it's good to be back.
And thank you again. I don't think I individually thanked you. I think I thanked everybody a million times.
You are welcome.
It was so fun.
It was a great time for all of us, it seemed like, and I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah, so this is it feels good to be back. We haven't been in here in a while.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm Chief Redbeard.
Niko.
I'm Tony.
Hey. And we're done. So goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye.